I like the energy already. Let's try one more time. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So I'd like a little participation, right? But before I get there, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. See, those were words that rang out in communities. Those were words that rang out in communities where there was injustice. For people who looked like you and I, people became angry. They became extremely upset. And what they said, help me out, no justice, no peace. One more time, no justice, no peace. So I want you to sit in that for a moment. And you think about how you feel when you see injustice take place. And you see that nobody is crying out when you see the injustice. How does that make you feel? How does it make you feel? Angry. How does it make you feel? Sad, disappointed. I get that. But why don't you get upset and angry when you don't show up? No justice, no peace. Why are you not upset when you don't show up for class prepared? No justice, no peace. It's easy for me to get mad at somebody when they don't show up, when they don't keep their word. But what about when you don't keep your word? No justice, no peace. See, a lot of times we want to hold people to a standard that we're not willing to hold ourselves to. No justice, no peace. Like we could talk all day long. We could talk about what the president doing. We could talk all day what everybody else doing. But I'm talking about you. What are you doing? I need to see your work. My man Chance the Rapper said you want zero problems. And he meant that. Malcolm X said you want zero problems. And my thing is like, when are we going to get to the place where you like, you know what, future, adversity, circumstance, you want zero problems when it comes to me because I'm going to show up every day ready to work. See, the biggest thing when it was a few months ago, man, I thought I was real sweet until I was leaving my office. And the big man said, yeah, where you going? I need to holler at you for a second. Go back in your office. I need to holler at you, Shon. I'm like, for what? I got somewhere to be. He like, nah, pop on YouTube. I want you to go find some film that exists where you out there. I'm like, God, there's no film of me. Yes, it is. It's film of you when you used to play football at Michigan State. Remember that film that you refused to watch because it was way too painful that you wouldn't watch it? Nah, I want you to go sit your funky tail down and I'm going to show you all of the mistakes that you made because it was too painful for you to watch it. And every time things got difficult in your life, you hit the reset button. You quit. You didn't want to show up. So no, we have an appointment, bruh. We have a divine appointment. I need you to show up. Go to YouTube. Let's watch this film. See, a lot of y'all don't want to watch the film of your work. You don't watch it because it's too painful. Daddy wasn't there, too painful. They touched me inappropriately, too painful. Don't want to watch that film. I just want to forget. I don't want to go back there, too painful. Too painful. No, I need you to show up and watch that film. You can't get to your next level without watching your film. Watching your film is necessary. No justice, no peace. I need you to get that same vigor. I need you to become an animal. The same way when you don't like when people treat you, I need you to get that same urgency. I need you to become the same way when it comes to your future. Like, there's no failure in me. I can't fail because I was born to win. So when we say no justice, no peace again, it's not just for the crying out of the streets. It's for you and I, that we got to show up. So I just need to ask you, are you going to show up? Are you going to become everything that you're supposed to? Like, why are you allowing people to talk in your ear? They don't mean you no good. Why you got that dude telling you like some slick stuff? You know that joker ain't no good. Like, I keep it 100 with my daughter. I know how dudes rock. You know why? Because I work with their daddies. I'm just trying to keep it 100. I wasn't always the dude that I am. So I keep it 100. I know what the jokers want, and not all of them. And the same thing with women. You got to start validating yourself. You got to know that you got that it factor without anybody, without your crew. I roll by myself. You better learn how to date yourself. You better learn how to rock out with yourself. That's real talk. I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't know how to be okay by myself, because a lot of jokers don't want to do it. I need them to watch their film. If you're going to rock with me, you got to be the same person at the crib that you are in public place. So I can go hard in public. Why? Because I'm the same dude at the crib. I can leave you can grill her, and she'll tell you I'm the same way. Because I hold myself accountable. You're not going to call me out on anything that my wife don't know, that my children don't know, and people that I encounter. Why? Why? Because I want everything that God has for me. Everything. And it's not negotiable. It's not negotiable. I graduated with a 1.7. I said, ooh. But guess what happened? I said, oh, that's a loss, right? I'm going to turn this loss into a lesson. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make that a story. So what did I do? I wrote a book. Now I go speak to teachers and say how to educate those dudes who hate school. Why? Because I was that dude. Pay me that bread. When I show up, they giving me $5,000 and $10,000 for 45 minutes, and I'm out. Turn the loss into a lesson. And it's not about the bread. Come on. It's not about the bread. It's about making impact. But you can't make an impact without watching your film. Talk about no justice, no peace. Start with you. Start with you. You ought to be your most valuable asset. You ought to love yourself. You ought to date yourself. You ought to rock with yourself. Like real talk. Like I'm that girl. I'm that dude. I have so much value and worth. Absolutely not. I'm not negotiating. Not today. Not today. Not today. Woo! Not today. Get that work. You show up, you better get that work. In the classroom, you better get that work. I just need the information. Just let me learn the science behind it. I may not be a college dude, but just let me learn how to work the system. That's all I need. That's all I need. Then I make impact. So I stay in my lane, man. I stay in my lane. My lane is fathers. I love you, babies. I love you, kids. But my place is fathers. Why? Because when the fathers don't show up, you hurt. See, I know my lane. When daddy not there, then you come to school with a problem. So I'm like, yo, give me that dude. Nobody wants him. No, send me to him. I want daddy. I don't want you. I want daddy. Stand up. Be a man. I want you, dad. So what, your dad wasn't there? Dad. It's not your kid's fault, dad. So I just close with it, man. No justice, no peace with you. Make it happen. Don't be average. I need you to be elite. Thank you. Yeah.